again!
Oh, hey there, Traveler in Paimon.
Are you here for some shopping too?
That's right. Although there were a few hiccups here and there. And so, the theater wants to host a celebration of... Do you two want to come? It'll be a really fun time. It's something like a tradition of ours. Whenever we wrap an important performance, well, rehearsals are exhausting. If you keep your nose to the ground, Mr. Zubair, our manager, always says that celebrations... But no one remembers that once the celebration starts.
We've been to a lot of festivals during our adventures. Will your celebration also have lots of yummy food and drinks?
Of course. We always do lots of eating, toasting, and gift exchanging. We try really...
Ah, so we'll need to bring a present. No way! Treat others how you want to be treated, right? Paimon already has a great gift, but maybe you could lend Paimon some more of her?
It's fine. You can come, present or not. The gift exchange is just to make the celebration more entertaining. You two being there would be the best gift of all. It'll also be a good time to introduce you to the rest of the theater.
Is something up?
You mean when I danced at the square right in front of the academia? Not a single person came after me. After that, no one came to the theater to scold me either. We actually gained many new customers. And from what I can tell, in the past, if a student were to put off their studies to watch a show or dance, but now, it seems like this attitude is changing. People are starting to believe that engaging with the arts can... Anyway, it seems like people have to personally experience something to...
They should thank us for opening their eyes!
That'll probably take some time. They're still droning on and on about experimentation and... Anyway, all that aside, are you...
Paimon thinks it'll be a great time! What do you think, Traveler?
Alright, then let's head to the theater. Wait, I completely forgot about this pot.
Whoa! Did you buy all of this, Nilou?
Just one box. The rest were given to me.
That's way too many freebies! Many vendors give out samples for free, but Paimon's...
All I know is that whenever I start chatting with people, my hands would get more and more full until I can't hold. I was planning on making a few trips to bring everything back before continuing on.
So this isn't even all of it?
Are you sure?
Of course! Carrying stuff is a piece of cake.
I'm so sorry to trouble you like this. Well, let's hurry up and grab the last few things.
Oh! Well, if it isn't Nilou!
Greetings, Mr. Jute. Do you still...
Of course I do! I've heard that Zubair Theater is hosting a celebration event, although it looks like you're gonna need 2 more
Please allow me to introduce them. This is Paimon. Her super...
No. Paimon is... hold on. She got it completely right. Look!
Don't underestimate Nilou. She's also very brave. Just a little while ago, she saved my precious spices from...
Don't think anything of it. I just help out when I can. Anyway, sorry to get off topic. We're in a bit of a hurry. Mr. Jute, did you say...
I was joking. Anyone who runs a business knows to keep some extra stock. Oh, that reminds me. It seems that these friends of yours aren't from here. Have they ever...
Ooh, what a fantastic idea! Tachin is a mixture of rice and meat that's baked into a cake-like shape. Mr. Jute adds special... Its aroma is just so wonderfully delicious. If you...
But is it really just...
I just can't help myself.
We're 2 peas in a pod! Who doesn't enjoy some good food?
Wait here. I'll bring some over.
Whoa, what a dish! It's sweet and sour and full of deliciousness! Paimon can't
No matter how many times I eat it, it's still so...
I baked a lot just now, and it's all packaged and ready for you to take back to the...
You made so much. Is it really okay to take them?
It was nothing. Making 1 serving or 100 servings is all the same to me. If anything, I should be... Don't worry about it. What kind of person would I be? Make sure you got everything. Feel free to come back anytime.
I'm starting to understand how you got so many things.
Yeah. Everyone has their own way.
Nilou, good timing. I have the textiles you ordered. If you took any longer, the sumpter beasts might have gobbled them up.
You and your jokes.
Jude said that some sumpter beasts ate as spices. Were they yours?
Oh, yeah, really sorry about...
Trying to pull anything out of a sumpter beast's mouth is like playing a game of tug-of-war.
So they really do eat anything, huh? What's that supposed to mean?
Come now. You know, sumpter beasts sometimes eat not because they're hungry. The textiles you ordered are highly durable and woven from the finest thread. So even if a sumpter beast got snacky, it'd still have to chomp on it for...
You've tested this before?
But of course! How else could I be so trustworthy? I wouldn't dare experiment with such a precious product.
True. It does sound like some good fabric.
Ho ho! Have I piqued your interest?
Ooh, that's a pretty good discount. What do you think?
No thanks, Mr. Offsheen. You can't use that kind of tactic on her.
Tactic? So you mean
I wouldn't go that far. It's just that Mr. Offsheen is really good at spinning stories. A word Mr. Zubair gave me a huge lecture the last time I bought too many things.
Come on, don't look at me like that. All she got was a talking to from Zubair. Well, my philosophy is that stories give value to merchandise. That's why our Nilou here is an extraordinarily good listener. Back after a while, I began to feel guilty selling things to her because of how happy she looked. Though she enjoyed the stories and I the Mora, I knew she'd... Anyway, since then, I've come to realize 2 things. 1, that stories
It's okay. We're all friends now.
That reminds me. Some of the goods from my latest shipment aren't in the... They're fine for general use, but my customers have high standards, and I don't have the time or... Nilou, why don't you take them?
Huh? No, I can't do that.
Just think of it as a favor for me, all right? The theater can use them for props and whatnot. It costs me Mora to store or ship, so I'm just losing money every day continuing to hold on to...
Even so, let me buy them at market value.
Nah, these goods are hard movers. Besides, if I let you pay, wouldn't it mean that I'm just using stories to sell? Just take them. If you really feel that bad about it, give me some theater tickets later. Oh, yeah, you should also take some while you're at it. Adventurers are always in need of materials, right?
Wow, even we get a share of...
Hurry and take it. Just looking at it all is giving me a headache.
There's still one more store. Are you all right holding on to that much stuff? Paimon, why don't you lend a hand? She must be tired.
About time, Nilou. Farhad here was snooping around your props.
Please, I was only looking at them to get a better idea of what your new...
Wouldn't spoiling yourself just ruin all the fun?
Yeah, please wait for our official performance.
These two look familiar. Weren't they at the Sub-Zerus festival?
Yeah, and they're coming to today's celebration too.
Oh, the more folks the merrier. I was actually just talking...
Oh yes, please do. I'm sure Miss Raykar...
We even prepared a small gift. Let me show it to you. I really think we should wear some of these to give the event a more...
Wow, it's beautiful.
Farhad did most of the work. What a surprise, huh? He actually knows...
That is pretty surprising.
Hey, why can't I have a little side hobby? I worked really hard on that.
I know. I watched you make it. I wasn't making fun of you. All right. Why don't you also try some on? We've got some wreaths in your size.
It fits perfectly.
They're so pretty! Is there one that Paimon can wear?
Unfortunately, we already gave out all the child-sized ones.
Fascinating. Huh. That sounds kind of weird, but Paimon will let...
Oh, you all sure got a lot of stuff there. Let me help you carry some. I'm a porter by trade, so this is what I'm best at.
That'd be great! Please and thank you. But we have a pro now.
Thanks for the help, Mr. Farhad. But let me make one thing clear first. Don't try to ask about what to... Otherwise, I may not be able to hold back Mr. Zubair this time.
You're so obvious that even Nilou...
Shut it. Fine. It's not like I want to get on his bad side, including Hushang's things, though. We'll each need to carry a box if we want to move everything in one
Paimon looks like she doesn't want to, so I'll carry a little extra. Although strength and balance are both really important for a dancer.
No, let Paimon. Paimon will help carry. The traveler's right. Paimon shouldn't freeload. Paimon can't fly anymore.
Are you okay, Paimon?
Paimon's good to keep going. But
Oh, that sure was a lot of stuff. Oh,
Thank you, Mr. Farhad.
thank you, Sumpter Man. Whew. Paimon's definitely going to eat it all, but...
all right. I'll leave you all to it.
See ya! Good thing we had Mr. Farhad with us, or else that would have taken way longer. Of course! Because we're all like neighbors, so we're always helping each other out. It's easy to forget that everyone's running a business.
With this many freebies being thrown at you, you probably don't need to work.
I felt so guilty at first, like I always owed someone something. Later on, I realized that it's actually like what Mr. Afshin said. By taking the freebies, when you order the wrong item or make too much of something, that's why there's no need to stress over the freebies. All of us repay others by helping them when they...
Oh, that actually makes a lot of sense.
This has become our norm, and no one keeps track of the back and forth anymore. So really, don't worry about it. All right, I have to bring all this to Mr. Zubair and do a little bit of prep. Feel free to hang out here for a bit. It'd be nice if you could also get to know some other people at the... Nope. Mr. Zubair's really on top of everything. You two are our guests. So please, just relax and look forward to the celebration.
Wow, the atmosphere here is so nice. Let's take a break and immerse our...
Hey there. I saw you two helping Nilou move some stuff. Are you two also here for the celebration event?
You got it.
My name is Raykar. Nadia and I are this theater's prop engineers. I also help out with the little ones. Causing a ruckus are my children, so they always get really excited every time we hold a celebration event. Yes, they are. Everyone here, there's good work here, the pay's always on time, and Nilou and the others will I'm quite content with this current way of life.
Do you mean your life wasn't nearly as good before?
It's all right. My husband and I were both adventurers, but material struggles can always be overcome, but ever since then... But I still consider myself lucky. Mr. Zubair has helped me...
Sorry for bringing up such sad
Oh, it's all right. Once the event starts, you'll be able to see for yourself the kind of atmosphere...
Hey there!
Doesn't look too bright.
Hey! Talk about judging a...
You, on the other hand, how would you describe the concept of mere curiosity is all? It makes no... So that's what you... Unremarkable. Better than an average person's thoughts, but is art a product that we create and bring forth? Or I, for one, believe it to...
Paimon...
I've been staying here for a long time. On occasion, I'd assist them in penning lines. I prefer to abstain from writing as it spoils the viewing experience. The existence of the theater, of Nilou, and of humanity itself. All of these can be considered as forms of...
How does that have anything to do with us?
Let me ask you this. What do you think is the meaning? I suppose that question was to chance upon a spark of inspiration. I have been closely observing you. The players on art is already all around us.
Hello.
What? Who are you? You can't just go on the stage as you please. Ah, I see. I'm just, making a prop.
Is that embroidery?
No. Well, yes. But it's just, some sorry. I really do need to focus and start working on it.
What an oddball. Is prop making something? Oh well, it's none of our business. Look, Nilou's back! Let's meet up with her. The event's probably about to start.
Sorry for the wait. Preparations for the celebration are finally done. I'll call everyone over, and then we can start.
Let us give you a hand.
Thank you.
Maybe we really should have prepared a gift. Then we could also be a part of the... As it is, all we can do is wait and watch.
Maybe we shouldn't do this after all. I didn't do that great of a job, and who would even like it?
Oh, don't think like that. Remember our promise? And besides, you've never attended a celebration event before, so this will be a great opportunity.
I'm still...
There's nothing to be worried about. Just take a step forward and give your... There aren't any scary people here, right?
Right.
Huh. All right. Maybe this will help. Everyone, over here! Inaya has something great to tell you all.
Wait! I've already said that I'm not ready yet.
Take it easy and relax. Deep breath in. If you don't say anything, then all the hard work we put into embroidery practice would have...
Using it as a gift, though?
So when Inaya was talking about making a prop, she was actually preparing a present. Yeah, it feels like she still doesn't really see herself as part of this, but it looks like Nilou's trying to ease her through.
Actually, Inaya had prepared a special present for everyone before the celebration kicked off. Woohoo! We're gonna get our first present from Miss Inaya!
Pipe down! The louder you all are, the more nervous she'll be. You've worked on it for so long, so have some confidence.
You've got this.
Is Mr. Zubair here? Sheikh Zubair, this is an urgent notice from the academia.
What a condescending guy. What?
Since Zubair Theater has long violated the academia's policies and orders, as its manager, you must halt all operations and dismiss all staff members within 30 days. After which...
Why? Why force us to...
Little girl, this is not the first time you've been issued...
I didn't hear anything about demolition the last time I asked. And now we have more shows planned, but it's impossible to do anything in just 30 days.
That issue is of no concern to me, Mr. Zubair. You seem to understand the situation quite clearly. Perhaps you can reflect on the reasons why you have failed...
Demolition? What?
The academia has never liked us, and they've never respected our work. To them, this isn't the first time they've come by. They had asked us several times in the past to improve the quality of but our audience isn't the academia. It's the people of the Grand Bazaar. If our shows are too difficult to understand, or too removed from changing our content would not only mean turning our backs on our vision, it would also directly lead to the loss of our livelihoods. Yeah, The theater is very important to each and every one of...
The way they're doing things...
But I also don't know how...
I do not wish to explain everything again from the beginning.
But none of us plan to accept this.
Ask whoever you will. The answer will remain the same.
Enough! Does your audacity know no limits, Father?
Huh? Father? Their feet...
What academia? This is all because you don't like Zubair Theater. Let me tell you, even if you manage to tear... You've always been awful. But even I...
This is strictly business. It has nothing to do... or what you think. I hope you all have not been irrevocably blinded by folly. Wrap everything up, and make preparations to shut down at once.
Why is he always like that?
This is quite the misfortune, but there's nothing we can do. That's it for today, everyone. Let's clean up. I'll go talk to them again tomorrow.
Sorry. I invited you thinking this was going to be a happy occasion.
There's no need to apologize, Nilou. No one could have seen this coming. Paimon just wishes... Is what that guy said true? The academia has already given...
Yeah, I guess you could say that. They've always... Knowledge is king in Sumeria, and their pursuit of it leaves no room. But if that's all it is, there's also no reason to go so far. After Anaya ran away from home, I brought her here. She rarely talks about her family. All I know, I never expected it to blow up like this.
If you did nothing wrong, then there's no reason to listen. She'd probably help if she knew what was going on, no matter how nasty the academia could get.
No. I wasn't doubting her ability. I just feel like we should... Plus, if the Dendra Archon were to intervene, then it wouldn't feel like our...
That's true. Who cares? Let's just take him... that's true.
I'll try to think of something. Like what to do.
Can you pretend to shut down, but secretly continue? Or we could go through a list of customers and try to see if anyone in there...
A debate? Well, scholars do love to use...
Oh! If we can prove to Inaya's father that the academia's position doesn't hold...
I see. It's a good idea, but which one of... Huh? Me? No. I'm the literal worst at art. I can't debate.
Nilou, you are only so stressed out right now because you care so much about
This theater holds a special meaning in all of our hearts. But I just don't know. Can I really take on such a huge responsibility?
Paimon will help too. You'll feel a lot more confident after doing some prep work. Believe in yourself.
Thanks, you two. All right. Even though I may fail, I'll do my very best for everyone's sake.
That's our Nilou. We're rooting for you.
Okay. Let's head back and tell everyone what we came up with.
Trying to best the academia in a debate is attempting the impossible. If you really want to try, I won't stop you. It's not like our situation can get any worse.
I don't think it's entirely hopeless. To Sharif, Nilou's approach will come off as naive, but things might turn out differently from what you expect.
I am in favor of such a romantic feat. No playwright will turn down a compelling underdog story.
Sure, in fiction, but I'm not sure how well that will translate. I'm not saying that I don't support you, Nilou. If you need my help, just say anything is better than just standing aside and watching the theater get demolished.
I'm also pitching in. Let's show the academia that we have some fight in us.
Thank you, everyone. I feel a lot less nervous with your support.
Not to rain on your parade, but my father is a real... He's erudite, meticulous, demanding, and exceedingly familiar with rigorous law. You all already knew that. But you just didn't want to hurt Nilou. When all's said and done, aren't...
That's enough, Inaya!
Sorry, I ruined the mood. I just can't force myself to expect a positive outcome. Nilou shouldn't have to push herself for the sake of an impossible...
Yeah, it's way too early to give up.
You're right, Inaya. We're up against the academia. Everyone knows that they're very powerful, but I still want to try. I'm reluctant to just let... And it's not just me. I think everyone else here feels the same way. Say what's on your mind, and do what you think should be done. If we fail after that... after all, the only thing we can control right now is our choice at this...
I understand what you're trying to say. I also...
Then, could I trouble you to tell your father about our plan for a You can still get in touch with your family, right?
Yes, I can.
Then, please help us pass on my request. I've never participated in a but since we've decided on a debate, I'll do my best to prepare for it. I'll gather everyone's thoughts. I, by myself, definitely don't have enough wisdom to beat your father. But what about the
Right.
That's right, Miss Nilou!
Beat the bad guy. Justice will
Make him eat dirt!
You two. We aren't getting into a fight. But thank you for your encouraging words. I'll do my best.
Well said back there, Nilou.
I felt that I might have said a bit too much. Anyway, we better start preparing now. Mr. Zubair, we're trying to put together a list of arguments that might be useful. Any ideas?
It won't be difficult to explain our position. They're in the wrong, and they know. I have meticulously managed this theater's affairs for years, and I have abided by... I did all of that to protect ourselves if something like this were to occur. I didn't Yes, I know. But anyone who's staying at the theater is one of us. If I can't even protect the members of the theater from outside pressure, then I have failed in my... In summary, you need sufficient confidence and strict adherence to the rules. At least for now, as long as you double down on that point and force them to concede it, you'll gain an advantage.
All right, got it.
I've seen many situations like this before. The academia sure likes to get its nose. While you prepare for the debate, I will also prepare the theater for the potential aftermath. It's best once you're done chatting, do me a favor and tell our customers that we're canceling all of our shows.
Do we really have to?
Right now, no one's in the right frame of mind to perform. I have to consider both our staff and our customers. Nilou, you are incredible. With your talent and youth, you had the least to lose out of all of us. And yet you were still the first to take a stand.
I've never thought about leaving your theater, Mr. Zubair. I truly love this place, and I want to keep dancing here. I also want to keep dancing with everyone else.
You're becoming more and more like her. Do your best. We'll do all that we can, and leave the rest.
Her?
My teacher. She was an excellent dancer, but she...
I've gained a whole new level of respect for you. Inaya was right. It's true that I couldn't bear to bring down Nilou. It wasn't out of pity or anything. After all, Nilou was the one who bravely stepped up and proposed to fight. I'd be a terrible person if I spoke badly of Nilou without... She knows better than any of us how difficult this...
Paimon doesn't really want to talk to him.
So, you've already developed some prejudices against me. And to think, I was just about to put forward...
Oh, Paimon will listen to that.
Although, I know not if you have a new answer to my previous question. Now seems like an approach. What do you think is the meaning of...
Oh, this again?
We probably do need to tackle this question if we want to prove the value of the arts. I don't know how to explain it, but all I know is that when my performance makes the... Does that count as a meaning?
You answered him so seriously. Careful, Nilou, this guy's ramblings.
No. Nilou's answer far surpasses yours. And the meaning of art comes not from its creators, but in other words, only art that can be appreciated by others will impart its essence and This is something that the academia can never I once pursued the mastery of art, much like how a researcher would chase wisdom however, the more of a connoisseur I became, the less I felt I understood. I found that I could comprehend even the most complex. I remained even perplexed about this conundrum until I visited this theater and watched.
It was that life-changing?
Everyone here had a joyous part in the overall experience. The actors upon the stage basked. In all honesty, from a purely critical point of view,
Hey, don't say something like...
But what bewildered me was how, despite the performance's middling quality, they captivated their whole audience. I realized then that I had walked the wrong road. The mastery of art, I left the so-called frontiers of artistic research and came to this theater. Art will no longer be a castle in the sky. Whether it be inspiring or entertaining, art must be appreciated by others to confer. If art cannot accomplish that, then it is...
When you put it that way... Mr. Zubair and I refused to follow the Academia's orders to change our shows for a similar reason. To put it simply, we were afraid that our shows would lose their meaning if people couldn't understand them.
I once stood in the spotlight, but I relinquished fame and acclaim for the freedom I enjoy today. I care not for where my feet may take me next, but Nilou, you already stand upon the finest stage there is, and that is a rare... You cannot give it up, not even to the...
I understand. Thank you for...
Dust the cobwebs away from the eyes of those scholars.
He really seemed to care a lot about the theater.
Once you get to know him, you'll realize that he's actually a big softie at heart. He'll even help...
I didn't expect you all to challenge the academia. That reminded me of my younger years. Back then, I feared nothing and no one, and I can't do things like that anymore, but those were some of the best times of my life.
Sorry. If the theater really ends up getting demolished, then you...
It's all right. There's no need to think such heavy thoughts. Even if have faith in the resilience of an adventurer. We can always figure something out.
But won't you have regrets if things just come to an abrupt end?
So that's what you were worrying about. Relax. I've had a lot of experience with regret. Look at us now. Serene and Abi are happy. And Serene has also just passed his theater exam. He was thrilled because he can soon perform on the same stage as you. We wouldn't be here if it weren't for our past struggles. And would Serene have become a happier person?
Are you trying to make us feel better?
Yes, but I truly do mean what I say. The most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it. I can choose to believe that my life ended with my husband's death. Or I can choose to believe that similarly, even if this theater disappears, a new beginning might just be around. Good and bad are all human-made concepts. It all depends.
You have a point.
Nilou, I know how important Zubair Theater is to you. But you don't have to be so nervous. We're all here with you. The theater won't go down so easily.
Thank you, Miss Raykar.
No need to thank me. If anything, you inspired me with your bravery. You might have what it takes to become an
You're too kind. All right, I gotta cheer up. I can't waste everyone's words of encouragement. I feel a lot better.
Good. My children and I will be cheering.
You're here. Is the theater actually closing?
He's been worried sick for a while now. He wouldn't stop talking the whole way back.
Hey, you two.
What exactly happened? Did someone come down from the academia?
Yes. He told us that we have to shut down the theater within 30 days. And that is—
What the heck? That came with no warning.
They're messing with us again.
Don't tell me you'll have to listen to him.
Come on. You know the answer to that.
Yeah, it is a direct order from the academia.
There's no need to worry, though. I'm preparing for a public debate with the academia. If I win, we might be able to overturn things and change their minds.
Really? That's terrific. You have my full support, no doubt about—
Mine too! So what was their excuse anyway? They still not a fan of the theater's
Yeah, something like that.
Good thing they have the power to make rash decisions about things they don't even understand, huh?
Yeah, they need to touch more grass, not books.
Exactly. They want to look down on us? Ha! We'll look down on them first.
Don't worry. Everyone here has your back. The academia's recklessness won't get them any praise.
Right. They might think that some forms of knowledge are more valuable than others, but everyone can equally appreciate art. If they don't believe that, send them my way. I got them beat on this subject.
Maybe you can prepare some questions on the details of dance performance to make things harder for them at the debate.
Sounds like a good idea.
Ignore him. He's joking. Just do things your way. No matter what, we will always support you.
Thank you all so much. Your understanding and support make me feel a lot—
There are always more solutions than problems. If you need help during the debate, just shout and the entire Grand Bazaar will be at your beck and call.
Gotta show them who has the people's support.
I feel like the pieces are starting to fall into place. Let's head back to the theater and organize our thoughts.
Sounds good.
Abby, have you seen Miss Inaya?
No, Miss Nilou. Miss Inaya isn't back yet. Wasn't she just passing on a message? Does she really need this much time?
Oh no, Traveler, Paimon, I think I've messed up big time. What if Inaya never planned to come back?
What?
It's just a gut feeling, but knowing her, she probably feels like she's completely responsible for— She probably thinks that all of this happened because she was staying here.
Oh, right. As soon as her father showed up, she said that her father was targeting her. So she's felt like that this whole time.
She has a long-standing conflict with her father. That's why she ran away from home. She doesn't think that we can win the debate, and she doesn't want to implicate us, so she thought leaving was the best thing to do.
And then she just quietly left afterward.
Exactly. She's being too pessimistic. How will you know? Anyway, first things first. We have to get her back.
But where should we start? Sumeru is huge!
I think I might know. Let's start by looking outside the city. Before I brought her to Zubair Theater, she was staying at a remote campsite. She got a fever from drinking unclean water, so I carried her back. If she has nowhere else to go after leaving the theater, she might go back and strike out on her own.
Then let's go take a look.
Yes, let's hurry. signs that someone had stayed here very recently.
But we can't confirm if it was Inaya or not. Let's take a look around first. Did you hear that?
I heard it too. Let's investigate.
Sounds like we're getting closer. The voice is coming from over there.
Yes, we're almost there.
Stay back!
It's Inaya! She's being attacked by wild animals!
Inaya, don't be scared! We're coming to help! This dance is for you!
Thank you. There weren't so many big animals in this area before. Sorry. I'm causing trouble for you again.
Why did you leave by yourself? You really don't think we have a chance at winning the debate?
No. Everything happened because of me.
Yeah! Everyone's working together towards a happier ending. No one should be singled out for blame.
It's all right if it's me. You guys are the kindest people I've ever met.
Listen to me, Inaya. Even if you were the reason that all of this happened, no one would. Mr. Zubair said that you're one of us, so that means we will protect you. No matter what happens, we'll stand as one.
Nilou, there will always be a victim. Whether it's me, you can't win a debate against the academia. Especially since your opponent. My father is an extremely demanding man. He's always wanted me to become an exceptional researcher, and his academic success. I tried my best to meet his expectations and did everything, but he still wasn't satisfied. Or rather, I'm no genius. But whenever he berated me, it was always like I'd know.
So that's why you ran away from home?
At first, I thought the father would slowly come to terms with reality. For one exam, I earned the 3rd highest score. I thought that all my hard work had finally paid off. I even used the embroidery skills I learned at school to make. I thought, even this daughter.
I see. When we were embroidering your gift before.
Yeah. Sorry for not bringing it up. I was tired of him yelling at me every day. But he was more angry than ever before. Once you think you should be proud of 3rd place, reflect on why you were. I forgot how long I'd cried for. I only remember my parents arguing. They argued for such a long time. My father eventually stormed out and slept. I've completely given up. We're destined to never.
How horrible!
I don't think you can beat him in a debate. Because he doesn't even understand. He can never understand the relationship performers have with their audience. He just wants everything to happen according to his wishes. As what we cherish. Our little place in this world.
It sounds like your past has had a huge impact.
I understand now, Inaya. But when we were preparing for the debate, I heard something quite wise. Maybe it'll help you.
The most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it.
Miss Raykar has gone through a lot in her life, but she told us that she's very happy to live at the theater now. Although she ran into misfortune, it led her down a new path in life. She told me that the most important thing about an experience is how...
Interpret it?
I can sympathize with your unhappiness at home, but after you ran away, you ended those unhappy experiences, allowed you to really cherish your bonds with everyone, and also gave you the opportunity to become friends with us. Don't let your past suffering keep you from the new life that you've worked so hard to...
Oh.
Let the past stay in the past.
When I ran away from home, I swore that I would leave my family, but you're right. All I'm doing now is falling...
Maybe you'll disappoint him, but that doesn't matter. You don't let go of the answer you've worked so hard to find.
That's right. If we put our heads together...
You're right. There's nothing... I'm not trying to meet his expectations. So, I can't afford to lose anything more. The debate will not only protect Zubair Theater, but also allow me to settle things with Father.
That's the spirit!
Let's go. I'll tell my father about the debate. I know him very well, even if he looks down on us.
All right, let's go.
Well, I'm off to meet with him. Please...
Okay. Looking forward to your good news. That should be everything. The only... I'm not sure why, but I'm getting nervous.
You were great, Nilou! Your words won over Inaya! Talk like that during the debate, and you'll get an easy...
Thanks for that, Paimon. But I still feel like it'll be an uphill battle. I need to be calmer. Yeah. I'm acting as everyone's representative, so I'll need to act brave. Huh? What's that?
Huh? What a strange question. Isn't a theater just a theater? Why would it need to...
Wait. You're not asking what the theater does. Let me think.
Art must first be appreciated by others to confer value.
Got it. When we were trying to find a way to save the theater, we heard many stories not of the theater, but of the people whose lives have been touched by it. Zubair Theater is our reason for coming together. It connects us all in unique ways. In other words, it's like a bond.
A bond?
The theater provides money for Miss Raykar and her children, inspiration for Mr. Kasani, and enjoyment for the people of the Great Bazaar. It also gives Inaya shelter from her family. It has brought us together after taking care of every single one, and its story won't end here. In the future, many more and will all be there for them. Our warm, welcoming community will show them the same. Aside from the delivery of performances, isn't this another reason for Zubair Theater's continued existence?
Yeah, that makes sense. We definitely felt that warmth during the preparations for the event. But Paimon doesn't see how this will help in the debate. Oh, gotcha! No matter how strong an opponent is, they'll have to go on the defensive if pressed on a weak point.
I feel like that's another prong in our attack. Thank you so much.
Paimon also feels a lot more relieved. Let's show him what we got!
Sorry for the wait. I'm back. Things went a lot more smoothly than I expected. It didn't take long for him to accept the debate. Why are you all smiling so much?
We realized that your dad might not be as scary as we had thought.
We just finished our prep. Rest, we have to win. No, we will win.
Fingers crossed.
In the blink of an eye, it's already debate time! We did a lot of preparations with Nilou. Hopefully they were helpful.
Hello and welcome, everyone. I am Safwan, a scholar from the academia, and I swear to judge both parties with the utmost wisdom and impartiality. I ask for both parties to stand. May the Dendro Archon also serve as a witness to this duel of wits.
Since you so desperately demand an explanation, I will expound. You may have misunderstood us from the outset and believe that the academia is prejudiced against you. However, the truth is that the academia wishes for every resident of Sumeru to be afforded. Therefore, the works they consume should also possess enlightening qualities and intellect. We have failed to identify these qualities in the shows performed at Zubair Theater. In other words, instead of struggling against the academia in pointless confrontations, if you had spent your time Zubair Theater would not be today facing such...
Aggressive from the get-go. He's really putting on the pressure. Can Nilou stand her ground?
Calm down, Nilou. First, he said that we were shut down not because the academia looks down on the arts, but rather because... In your eyes, our shows can't meet the academia's expectations. Shouldn't it be the audience who decides if a show is intellectual or enlightening? Why is someone from the academia judging that? Also, I believe that there is no such thing as a wiser or more enlightening. Art doesn't discriminate, and it appeals to all. Everyone.
Appreciation is but a primitive form of satisfaction. Guidance. This stance holds performers to a higher standard, and if all performances are simple-minded, require little effort to comprehend, and lack any impetus for nurturing the populace's understanding requires a long and arduous process.
He changed the topic without batting an eye. Good thing I'm prepared. If I remember correctly, what I should say here is... Someone at our theater has tried that before. He was a famed artist, but he recognized that very few people could connect with his works. I agree that art should be enlightening, but we can't pursue that goal by creating complicated works. If a work can't tap into an audience's personal experiences or feelings, then what's the point of performing a show that its audience can't even follow? That would only be forcing people to watch something they don't like.
You can only reach that conclusion.
In that case, before passing judgment, you should first become...
You tell them, Nilou!
Looks like he's backed himself into a corner.
As the party holding the burden of proof, Sharif has failed to provide sufficient support for his judgment of the quality. Likewise, the definition that Nilou put forth is but her personal opinion. Neither party is the victor for this particular point of contention. Additionally, I must request that both parties exercise greater...
Keep it up, Nilou! You're doing great!
In that case, I shall speak of more concrete matters. The essence of this issue is that you have violated the law. So this course of action is also completely procedurally sound. We have already contacted Zubair Theater multiple times regarding... However, you have consciously ignored our warnings. Or perhaps your compliance was purely superficial. Regardless...
That is indeed so, according to the laws decreed by the academia.
He started talking about procedural stuff, so I need to focus... Mr. Zubair has already provided signed copies of all documentation related to our operations. Although the theater's performances don't align with the academia's requests, the law doesn't say that Zubair Theater can be demolition notices need to be provided in writing and made available to the public. Otherwise, the theater can continue to operate as long as it's failing to follow these rules makes your stance procedurally unsound.
Yeah!
That's right!
There are different ways to apply the rules. There is precedent for this. So long as this matter is discussed within the academia, this course of action will come to pass.
Looking at the past 27 cases of similar nature, 90% of them support Sharif's. However, the demolition process in those cases was only started after discussion at the academia. In other words, premature notice.
That's more than enough. We've proven that the order is unreasonable as it currently stands.
Cease your futile resistance.
Nilou's definitely won this point, right? You're right. Stay focused, Nilou.
Even if permission for demolition has yet to be obtained, it is a fact that your performances violated the Academia's policies on numerous occasions. Based on that fact, we can permanently revoke your right to perform in Sumeru.
Under the current system, it is indeed possible to immediately revoke Zubair Theater's performing rights.
That's a thing?
Rather than protecting Zubair Theater, I surmise that your true intention is to maintain your hold over your audience, and without them, Zubair Theater is nothing more than an empty building, and without its performances, the theater—
What you said isn't true at all.
Keep it cool, Nilou!
Right. I need to keep calm just a little more. Zubair Theater is— Zubair Theater isn't simply a performance venue to us. It means more than that. It's been our home for a long time. Miss Raykar can't go on adventures anymore, but she has found a stable career and a new life at the theater. Her son, Sorin, has already passed his theater exam, and he'll soon be our newest member. Mr. Kasani found a new way to look at art. He decided to stay at the theater to watch us. Mr. Farhad and Mr. Hushang visit even when there isn't a show going on. And they always tell us even Inaya wants to stay with us. And she's starting to look forward to a new future. Zubair Theater exists for them. For every—
Perhaps Zubair Theater has provided you with a multitude of positive emotions and experiences. The interpersonal relationships you speak of were established upon normal theater Sheikh Zubair operates the theater for his livelihood. His employees work for their wages. Relationships are merely a byproduct in this exchange of interests. They may be pleasant and captivating when scholars collaborate to solve difficult problems. We freely share our knowledge and resources with one another as if we were all kin. However, this collaboration ends after the results of our work are published. The reason is simple. We are scholars, and there are new—
He really doesn't think much of relationships. Paimon also thinks he did a lot of prep. He's been solid as a—
Sharif's argument is currently the more persuasive of the two for this point of contention. The continuance of the interpersonal relationships Nilou spoke of remains hypothetical before the theater's demolition, whereas the situation that the academia has made significant academic contributions, in no small part due to its researchers of—
Oh no! What should we do? Things are going in the opposite direction! A setup? So Nilou's got him?
Good. He said what he said. The next argument— But is this really the best— She already agreed to this. She wants to win. Mr. Sharif believes that interpersonal relationships are a byproduct of working towards a goal. Once that goal is achieved, then, if someone has failed to live up to his—
If someone has failed to live up to your expectations and ran away from home—
Inaya!
Sorry, Nilou. As expected, I should be the one to say it. You don't need to shoulder— If in your eyes, the purpose of my existence is to become your academic successor, by your logic, that means there is no more reason to sustain our—
Members of the audience who do not belong to either debate party, please—
Let her speak. What she does not say, Nilou will.
No matter how many disagreements we've had, you're so immersed in your own world,
Yeah! Don't look down on us.
You can watch a dance anywhere. but there's only one Zubair.
I'm almost starting to feel sorry for this guy, what with—
Order! Order! Members of...
I confess that this is the final argument we had prepared. Disown me, and you will win the debate. But before that, Father, I have some final words to say. I've been doing some soul searching. Not about whether I should have run away from home. I kept trying to earn your approval. But I only disappointed you over and over. That is to say, I was exerting pressure on you. But by doing that, wasn't... I won't force my expectations upon you anymore. At Zubair Theater, I will move on from my family troubles and strive. But if you dare to harm this place, then
This is not the time to space out, Sharif.
You already consider them to be your friends.
You should be asking us that question!
Of course we are!
Miss Inaya is a really...
It was a bit of a process, but
Make no mistake. All those who come to Zubair Theater become one of us. We will...
Such pure... It is surprisingly a relief.
Wait, what are you... never mind.
They left?
Does that mean we've won?
We won?
Nilou, you're amazing!
I relaxed for a moment and... It looks like he still has a place for her in his...
Terrific work, Nilou and Anaya! They likely won't cause...
Didn't know you could get so fierce. I have a lot of newfound respect.
This really took a lot out of me, though.
Both Miss Nilou and Miss Inaya were so...
Should we throw a second round of celebrations?
Oh, it's you. Yes, I feel a lot better. I don't think I could repeat what I did a second time. Yes, and it's all thanks to you. I see. You mean how fate brought me to the... Then I'll have to tell you about my teacher who Mr. Zubair had mentioned. Mr. Zubair opened his theater when I was still a child. There was a beautiful dancer, and from the moment I saw her, I couldn't look away. I thought to myself, the gods must have blessed her with such talent. But later on, she would actually smile down at me and say, yeah. She said, dance is an art born from toil. It is a beautiful thing born from our life experiences. Whenever, in other words, any place where people can effortlessly begin a dance will for sure be... She wasn't looking for flowers and applause. All she wanted was to see her audience smile. Right. The same as what Mr. Kasani believes. I was completely moved by what she had said, so I started taking dance lessons from her. Before she retired, she told me, for as long as you live, never forget what dance means. This is why Mr. Zubair and I never intended to listen to the academy, even though it ended up causing everyone a whole lot of trouble. Thankfully, Although I do have a small regret. Yeah. Even though she has already decided to stop fighting with her before he left, Mr. Sharif looked like he probably has a lot of things he wants to say. But, well, yeah. But I still hope that things can change. You and Paimon are more than welcome to keep attending our shows. Who knows? Next time, you might see.
Are you still worried about Inaya? Let's be sure to come back often. Who knows, maybe...
Everyone, I'd like to introduce you to our newest member.
Hello, everyone.
She'll be dancing for us from now on. So please.
Inaya's taken her place on the stage! Oh, When you stop and think about it, happy endings like this sure aren't easy to... Nilou's efforts, everyone's wisdom, Inaya's determination. Huh? What do you mean by that? You do have the whole demolition thing was going overboard. But he really could have banned Nilou. If he really wanted to be ruthless, he could have done some real damage. Oh well, it's not like we can understand how people like him think. Huh? Wait, look who the cat dragged in! Isn't that Inaya's father?
Oh, it's you two. I don't have much to do today, so I just came...
Are you looking for Inaya?
No, I am simply here to watch a performance. There is no need... Well, I was for a time. My loss at the debate caused quite the loss of face for the academia, so there was... I used this opportunity to suggest that my superiors temporarily suspend me from duty.
Suspended from duty?
Yes, I am temporarily unemployed. However, I now have an abundance of time, so I can afford... I admit that I do not understand the magic that this theater possesses. I still cannot forget that young lady's perseverance. Inaya would almost certainly mature. There are no parents who do not worry about their children. Never mind. I do not have the right to say that.
You're already here, so you might as well go...
No, that is not necessary. Do not tell her that I was here.
Come on. Who knows if you'll get a chance like this again?
But...
Huh? You said you were going to make peace with your past. Show your father how much you've grown. Don't be nervous. Everyone at Zubair Theater has your back. Hey, let's go somewhere else. We should give them some space.
You sure they'll be okay?
I don't know, but I think we should have faith in them.
Yes, Inaya. I have something for you. I'm still learning. It's hardly a masterpiece, but it's yours, if you'll take it. You don't have to take it. It's fine. Never mind.
Let's have a heart-to-heart, Father.
Like father, like daughter. They're both so awkward with their feelings.
Yeah. She probably would have snuck away as well if I did.
Do you think they'll be able to reconcile?
I'm not sure. A complete reconciliation may also... All those years of arguments and misunderstandings can't be settled overnight. But no matter where their hearts and bodies may be, they will... All I wish for them is to be able to one day tap into the... Oh, by the way, everyone's really thankful to you for helping out. So we made you a little something. Hope you'll like it.
Isn't this Zubair Theater? Whoa! This is amazing!
We've also never made any... Mr. Zubair and Mr. Kasani took charge of the design. While Inaya and I made all Miss Rekar and Miss Nadia made and assembled this as adventurers, you two will doubtlessly travel to many more. That's why we hope that your time at Zubair Theater will become a fond memory of your journey.
We'll come back and watch you dance whenever we get the chance.
You're welcome. And there's no need to be... Come on, take it. This is the story of you and me.